If you're watching the Olympic Games in Rio, you may have noticed strange marks on some of the athletes. The red and purple circular marks are the result of cupping therapy. It's an ancient form of alternative Eastern medicine used to increase blood flow, relax muscle tension, and relieve pain. But the effectiveness of the procedure remains open for debate. Joining me now is Dr. Ernest Patti, Senior Attending Physician of Emergency Medicine at St. Barnabas Hospital. Welcome. Now,
Thank you,
we've been
Laura.
watching people report on this. A lot of people do demos. I'm not going to be doing a demo here. We're going to talk about the effectiveness. So just briefly explain what it is for people who don't know.
Well, what it is, it's a technique that was done way back when. The ancient Egyptians actually did this, where they would take these small vessels, small cups. They're either made out of bamboo, plastic, earthenware, and they put them on the body. Before they actually put them on the body, there's two ways of doing it. They can put a little suction on it, or they can burn some incense in it. And the heated air inside, once the fire stops, when you put it on the skin, draws the skin up because of the heat. You can also do that with a small vacuum pump and suck out the air to give you a vacuum effect. What that does is draw the tissue up into the cup, and hence you'll get those circular marks when it's completed.
And everybody wonders if it hurts. Some of the TV news personalities we've seen do it, are making some sounds like, ow, it hurts. And you've actually done it. I haven't.
I had it done a while ago when I lived abroad with some acupuncture. A friend of mine did it, a Sri Lankan doctor that I went to, and it helped tremendously with the muscular spasm.
Scientifically, do we know if this really does help? I mean, it's supposed to, relax muscles and get into those tendons. But
what we know that it does do is it increases blood flow, it decreases pain, and decreases some of the spasm. The way they think it works is it works on the fascia. All of our muscular groups in our body and the large organs that we have are surrounded by this like saran wrap, if you will, called fascia. When the fascia gets inflamed or spasmed, then it tightens up by relaxing it. And if this therapy actually does that, and some people say it does, can cause increased blood flow, less stress and tension in the muscle, and overall feeling of well-being.
It's funny how things pick up, right? I mean, like you mentioned, this has been around for so long, thousands of years. And if anybody, follows Gwyneth Paltrow, we know that, she showed up at a movie premiere wearing this strapless dress for Anchorman in, I think, 2004. And everybody went nuts. Like, what are those marks? Does she have hickeys all over her? A lot of people describe it as a hickey-looking mark. And when they're all over the place, it is very unusual. How long do those marks last?
Oh, they can last up to 2 weeks. It depends on how much suction's been applied and how, thin your skin is, and if you have any issues with bleeding or clotting. Basically, it is a bruise. But the good thing about it is most people who've had it done say it really relaxes the muscular spasm. Right,
and golfers, I've been reading that golfers do it, which makes sense. And then I read about fire cupping. Now that sounds painful.
Well, that's fire cupping. The reason
now we're really getting intense.
Well, fire cupping is where you burn the actual incense in there to create the heat.
Oh, that's the fire, okay.
And then you pour out the hot, incense before you put it on the body, and the heated air inside causes the suction.
Before everybody goes and runs out and makes a cupping appointment, who should not be doing this?
Well, obviously people who have bleeding disorders or chronic disease, anybody who has issues with this integrity of their skin, folks who have infectious diseases, those folks should probably at least consult their doctor before they run out and do this. If you have open sores or skin rashes, you should not be doing it.
Who should be doing it?
Folks who are in tune with their body and know that massage or other types of therapy maybe is not as comfortable as they like. This is described as a reverse massage, and maybe it will work in those cases.
All right. Well, Dr. Patti, thank you so much for enlightening us on this trend that's been around for a long time, but it's definitely piqued a lot of curiosity. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right,
guys, I ain't doing it. All right.